Many thanks indeed for joining us on NTV News Update. My name is Dibal Ainer. The vetting of Principal Secretary nominees began this morning. The nominees will appear before 11 parliamentary committees in an exercise expected to take 2 days. Now, there was drama on Mombasa Road last night after a saloon car vehicle exploded into flames. The Subaru saloon car burst into flames as the owner drove home. The incident occurred near the JCC church. Luckily, no one was injured in the 9 p.m. incident. Firefighters responded quickly to the alarm and managed to put out the fire, although the car was damaged beyond repair. The incident caused a heavy traffic jam on both sides of the highway. The incident comes just weeks after another Subaru was involved in an accident on Mombasa Road and also burst into flames, killing one person. Residents of Kimbeni area in Mombasa County are now accusing the police of executing suspects and giving false statements to the public. This comes a day after the police gunned down 2 men accused of being terror suspects. Meanwhile, the wives of the 2 terror suspects, Kasim Omondi and Salim Mohammed, have been charged before a Mombasa court for allegedly being in possession of assorted illegal weapons.
A day after 2 suspected terrorists were gunned down by police in Mombasa County, witnesses have emerged accusing the police of executing one of the suspects, Salim Mohammed, even after arresting him instead of taking him to court. According to witnesses, the suspect was arrested in a matatu and interrogated for several minutes before being bundled in a silver saloon car that sped off.
They arrested him, they handcuffed him, he was really demobilized. The best thing they could have done was to take him to police. Why executing him here? And then you see them giving fake statements in the newspaper that he was the most wanted. And we recovered this and this and this. Where are those things?
In his house, Salim's brother-in-law Twalha Suleiman says after the police entered with Salim, they were all ordered to vacate the house only to later find him dead on his bed.
Wakaambia tokeni twendeni polisi kule. Shemeji yangu sijui kwa yuko wapi. Wakatupeleka polisi, tukaketi pale, wakasema tuandike statement. Mara moja nasikia ameuliwa.
Meanwhile, Fatuma Mohammed Masuo and Rahma Hassan, wives to Kasim Omondi and Salim Mohammed respectively, appeared before a Mombasa court charged with being in possession of illegal arms. Fatuma was allegedly found in possession of an AK-47 rifle, a Glock pistol and several rounds of ammunition without authority from firearms licensing officers. Rahma, who appeared before a Shanzu court, denied 2 charges of being in possession of an AK-47 rifle and 145 rounds of ammunition. The cases are set for mentioning on July 2nd and heard on July 24th and September 27th, 2013, respectively. Masijuma, NTV.
Now, only 30% of the Mau Forest complex has been rehabilitated 4 years since the task force to spearhead its restoration was formed. This is just about 25,000 hectares of the forest cover, while another 100,000 hectares remains untouched. Chair of the Coordinating Secretariat, Hassan Noor, who spoke at a forum in Nakuru, blamed the election for the delay in rehabilitating the forest.
The forum brought together conservationists from various organizations to take stock of the state of the country's water towers. In 4 years since the task force on the rehabilitation of the Mau complex was formed, only 30% of forest cover has been reclaimed, this translating to just about 25,000 hectares of land. Another 100,000 hectares of land is yet to be restored.
The country needs to wake up to the reality that our water towers are really threatened, and we need to re-energize our effort and make it everybody's responsibility to stop the destruction that has been meted against our water towers.
rehabilitation, which started in 2008, had been projected to take just 3 years, but just 2 of the 5 phases have been completed. The exercise has been shrouded in controversy as it involved evicting thousands of families from the water tower.
If there are people outside there who have been banned from encroaching further into our forest, this is the responsibility of the government. Is going to address this issue of the settlement of the people who are complaining they have no land.
Chair of the Secretariat, Hassan Noor, says the Ministry of Lands was yet to identify alternative land where those evicted from the forest could be resettled. Some of those forced to leave include those who have genuine title deeds and the Ogiek community, a minority ethnic group that has the forest as their ancestral land. So far, 11,000 families have been profiled as genuine members of the Ogiek and are lined up for compensation.
Across the border, suspected Islamist militants in northeast Nigeria have killed at least 9 school children. Gunmen believed to be from the Boko Haram group opened fire on pupils who were in school uniform at a school in the outskirts of Maiduguri. Boko Haram said the attack was to punish youngsters for assisting the army, while some survivors said it was a response to the emergence of vigilante groups in the town. Recently, vigilante groups have been springing up in Maiduguri, with young men wielding metal pipes, clubs and machetes, handing suspected militants over to the army. On Sunday, a school in Damaturu was attacked by suspected Boko Haram gunmen, and 13 people, including students and teachers, were killed. Nigerian President Goodluck Jonathan imposed a state of emergency on northeast Nigeria last month, and thousands more troops were sent to fight the Islamist militants. All right, that does it for now. Thank you for your valued company. I am Dibala now.